Hello, friends. We are going to be doing Trust in God by Elevation Worship. I'll be doing that in the key of C. If you don't like that key, you can Google chords, and some websites will allow you to transpose on there. Otherwise, you could definitely transpose it yourself. So if you're going from, if you don't like the key of C, if you think that's too low, so blessed assurance, you could just go up one level. Blessed assurance, and then your chords would be D and B minor and G, so you can play around with it that way, okay? I would go with whatever your song leader likes, whatever key that's in and whatever sounds the best. So that totally depends on the person, but we'll do it in the key of C. So the way I have it listed on my chord chart is there's a verse 1, a verse 2, a chorus, there's a verse 3 and a verse 4. I don't really actually sing it that way. I sing verse 1 and verse 2 all as one big chunk. So I'm just calling that verse 1. And then verse 3 and 4, I'm just calling that verse 2. But you can do it however you want to. So there are 2 verses, a chorus, and then there's a bridge, okay? So here we go. You can do the verses as solos if you want, or your whole team can sing it together, okay? Here we go. Blessed assurance, this is verse 1. Jesus is mine. He's been my fourth man in the fire, time after time. Born of his spirit, washed in his blood, and what he did for me on Calvary is more than enough. Here's the chorus. I trust in God, my Savior, the one who will never fail. He will never fail. Then you just repeat that as many times as you want to. I would say at least repeat it twice for each chorus. If you have a group, or if you yourself don't like or aren't good at singing that fail, because it can be hard for everybody to stay together if that doesn't come naturally to everybody. You can sing that a little straighter. So I'll give you a couple of examples of that. Here we go. I trust in God, my Savior, the one who will never fail. He will never fail. You can do that. You could do, I trust in God, my Savior, the one who will never fail. He will never fail. You can just sing it straight like that, okay? All right, here is verse 2. So we've come out of who will never fail. He will never fail. Perfect submission. All is at rest. I know the author of tomorrow has ordered my steps. So this is my story. This is my song, praising my risen King and Savior all the day long. I trust in God, okay? If your group has trouble getting all of these words together, again, you can either solo them or you can just eliminate some of the words. Okay, so let's go with verse 2 here. So, perfect submission, all is at rest. You could take out I know. So instead of saying, I know the author, you could do perfect submission, all is at rest. The author of tomorrow has ordered my steps. You can take out some words. It's not a big deal. You don't have to sing it just like the recording is, okay? So on verse 2, this is my story. The lyrics I have say, and this is my song. You don't have to sing all those words. This is my story. This is my song. Then it's I'm praising, but you don't have to do that. Praising my risen King and Savior all the day long. So always feel free, I say always feel free to change up words, delete words, edit words according to what sounds the most singable for you and for your congregation. Okay, so here is the chorus. And if I were you, I would have your altos, if you have people that sing a little bit lower, I would have them actually sing the melody for the song, and then have sopranos or people who sing a little bit higher to sing this part that I'm about to do. Then I'll show you an additional, what I would call more like a soprano 1 version, where if you have people that sing really high, they can do that part. Okay, so here we go. I trust in God, my Savior, the one who will never fail. He will never fail. I trust in God. Now we're going to sing it straight. You'll see what I'm talking about. The one who will never fail. He will never fail. Okay, so here is that higher soprano. I'll call it soprano 1. You can have those people branch off and do something on the word fail that's a little bit higher that I think sounds really pretty. So here we go. And again, it'll be with those little stair steps on the first time, and then it'll just be singing it straight, just so you can hear the difference. All right? Here we go, soprano 1. I trust in God, my Savior, the one who will never fail. He will never fail. I trust in God, my Savior, the one who will never fail. He will never fail. So that's another option. Okay, so this next part you can have your tenors sing. Also, if you have altos that you need to sing this part, that would be totally fine as well. I think everything just depends on the people you have, so you make it work for you, okay? Here we go. I trust in God, my Savior, the one who will never fail. He will never fail. I trust in God, my Savior, the one who will never fail. He will never fail. Okay, here is the bridge, and this is the soprano part. Here we go. I sought the Lord, and he heard, and he answered. I sought the Lord, and he heard, and he answered. I sought the Lord, and he heard, and he answered. That's why I trust him. That's why I trust him. And then you'll just repeat that whole thing again. Okay, so again, if you have somebody who can sing up higher, who wants to do more of a soprano 1 part, they could sing really high throughout the whole bridge, but it's kind of fun to switch it up a little bit. So I think if they just sing with the sopranos until the That's Why I Trust Him, I think it sounds kind of neat. You can do it however you want, okay? I'll let you hear what that sounds like though. I sought the Lord, and he heard, and he answered. I sought the Lord, and he heard, and he answered. I sought the Lord, and he heard, and he answered. That's why I trust him. That's why I trust him. Okay, so that's just one option. Okay, so finally here is that tenor part, or if you have altos who are going to be singing this part, whatever you want to call it, here's the lowest part. Okay, here we go. I sought the Lord, and he heard, and he answered. I sought the Lord, and he heard, and he answered. I sought the Lord, and he heard, and he answered. That's why I trust him. That's why I trust him. I sought the Lord. Then you just sing that over and over and over again as many times as you want to, and then you can go back into that chorus.